Welcome back to another video. So today I would like to discuss about resistance and electric current. First of all, let's talk about Ohm's law, because Ohm's law is what governs the current flowing through a conductor. So Ohm's law states that the current flowing through a conductor is directly proportional to its potential difference, provided that all other physical quantities are kept constant. So according to Boyle's law, according to Ohm's law, V is equal to IR. That is, the potential difference is directly proportional to the current flowing through the conductor, or the current carrying conductor. So this is the potential difference, or the voltage. This is the current flowing through the conductor, and R is something we call the resistance. The resistance is simply the opposition to the flow of current. So V is equal to IR is Ohm's law. But what is potential difference in itself? So we have W to be equal to QV and V to be equal to W over Q. So the potential difference is simply the work done in moving a unit charge. So the potential difference is just the work done in moving a unit charge through a circuit. So it is just the driving force that moves a charge through a circuit or a conductor. That is called a potential difference. Here I have a question that says, calculate the current in the 3 ohm resistor. I would like to explain how the resistance circuit works. In our previous video, we spoke about capacitance and how to solve questions regarding capacitors. Suppose I have a circuit. Circuit in parallel configuration. So I can call this R1, R2, let me write this in the boxes, R1, R2, and R3. So this is an example of a circuit in parallel configuration. The law of finding the total resistance is RT is equal to, for a parallel configuration, it is the opposite of what we did when we were treating capacitors. So 1 over RT is equal to 1 over R1 plus 1 over R2 plus 1 over R3. This is how we solve for the total resistance. But for a series configuration, like something of this sort, in this configuration, you can tell that there is only one single path for current to flow. That is, if I have a current, the current has only one path to follow. So they all have the same current flowing through them. So for a series configuration, the same current flows through every resistance. But for a parallel configuration, not the same current flows through each resistance, but the same voltage. They all have the same voltage across each resistance, but different current. But for a series configuration, they have the same current across each resistance, or flowing through each resistance, but they have different voltages across each resistance. So that's something to take note of. For the resistance here, the total resistance is gotten by the sum of all the resistance. That is R1 plus R2 plus R3 plus R4 plus R5 and so on. And so on, for as many resistance as you have. So Using this idea to solve this question here, it says calculate the current in the 3 ohm resistor. First of all, let us find the total resistance of this circuit. Looking at this circuit, we can tell that this circuit is in parallel configuration, because if I have a current, like I have a current here of 13 amps flowing through this circuit, as it reaches this junction, some of the current is divided here, some is divided here, and the other moves here. And they will not have the same current. Like I stated earlier, for a parallel configuration, the current is not the same for every resistance. So our first task here is to find the total resistance. So the total resistance is given by RT is equal to 1 over 2 ohms plus 1 over 3 ohms plus 1 over 4 ohms. Yes. So LCM here, 24. So 1 over RT. So this is 1, 2 plus, this is 6, I think. 24 divided by 3, that is 8, sorry. Plus 4 here, this is 6, yes. So it's equal to 1 over RT is equal to 12 plus 8 plus 6. That gives us 26 over 24. So making RT the subject of formula, just simply take the reciprocal. So RT becomes 24 divided by 26. That gives us 0.92 ohms. So this is the total resistance of this circuit. But we are not asked to find the total resistance. We are asked to calculate the current in the 3 ohm resistor. If you can remember from Ohm's law, V is equal to IR. Since V is equal to IR, the voltage then will be the current of 13 amps multiplied by the resistance in question, which is the 3 ohm resistance. So V is equal to the total resistance, 13 times 3, it's supposed to be the total resistance, which is 0.92. So 13 times 0.92, that gives me 11.96 volts. So I have 11.96 volts. Now that I have 11.96 volts, I can still say, by making the current the subject of formula here, V over R. So I is equal to this voltage here, which is 11.96 divided by the resistance in question, which is 3 ohms. So the current is given by 11.96 divided by 3. That gives me a current of approximately 3.9 amps, or you can say the current is approximately 4 ampere. So this is how you solve a question like this. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. So I would like to explain a concept called electromotive force. Now the electromotive force is quite similar to the potential difference I spoke about earlier, but the electromotive force is the potential difference across the terminals of a circuit when it is not delivering any current, or when it is in an open circuit. An open circuit does not deliver any current. So that is what an electromotive force is. It is like voltage, but for an open circuit, or when it is not delivering any current. So the EMF, or the electromotive force, is giving us the potential difference for when it is in the terminal plus the potential difference of the internal resistance. So the big V plus the smaller v. For the smaller v, we are referring to the current multiplied by the internal resistance. The internal resistance is written as R, and the normal resistance is written as big R. The internal resistance is just the resistance given or produced by the cell, by the electric cell itself when it is delivering current. So that battery or electric cell, the resistance of that battery or electric cell is what we call the internal resistance. So The electromotive force is equal to the sum of the two voltages. So E is equal to big I times big R plus big I times small r. So E is equal to, factor out I, open bracket, big R plus small r. So this is the formula that relates electromotive force to the potential difference. Here I have a question that says, a battery of electromotive force of 24 volts, you can see the electromotive force also has the same unit as the potential difference. So a battery of electromotive force of 24 volts and internal resistance of 4 ohms is connected to a resistor of 32 ohms. What is the terminal potential difference of the battery? So in this case, we are looking for V. A battery of EMF, so the EMF is 24 volts, and the internal resistance R is what? 4 ohms, connected to a resistor of, so the big resistor, the big R, is 32 ohms. What is the terminal potential difference of the battery? So we are looking for what? We are looking for big V. If you can recall from the formula we have here, E is equal to I R plus R. Yes? So we can find the current. A way we can go about this is we can find, we have big R already. What we are looking for is V, big V. And big V is equal to I R. So we need to find the current here, the I here, and simply multiply it by the resistance we have here. So let's make the current the subject of formula. We would have E over R plus R. So the electromotive force is what? The electromotive force is 24 volts over R is 32 plus 4, which is 36. So 24 over 36. Punching that into my calculator gives approximately 0.67 amps. So now I have the current, so I can now find V. Since V is equal to IR from Ohm's law, so V is equal to the current found, which is 0.67, multiplied by the resistance here, which is 32. So V is equal to 0.67 multiplied by 32. And that gives me 21.33 volts. So this is how you solve a question like this. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and ask your questions in the comment section. See you in the next video.